public land, a lot of people. Your expectations aren't you're going to shoot a huge bull, but hey, if you get one, just that's a good accomplishment. There's something about that that just drives me to climb over the next ridge and the next ridge.
I've hunted a mixture of both public and private, mostly public. I heard it just the other day. Somebody said that this is their church, and I understand that. I really feel more alive.
I can't tell you why, but it's a fever, it's a bug, it's a disease I have. And if there's public land and there's elk, I'm going to be there. Ready to go get him, Randy?
Well, hunting with Randy Newberg, where do I start? Had the opportunity to apply for this tag. We got lucky and drew it, and so I was very fortunate to come and share a hunting camp with Randy.
That's why I hunt. The friendships I build while hunting are hard to explain, the depth and the strength of those friendships. And anyone who hunts knows what I'm talking about for sure.
When I blew my knee out in August, I was really worried about the upcoming hunting seasons. I talked to my doctors. They said that I could probably go on this hunt as long as I took it easy. Now, I'm sure what they thought of easy is different than what I thought of easy, but I convinced them that I'd be careful with it, and so we postponed surgery till 16 days from today, actually.
He's gonna shoot a bull by noon today. Here we go. Opening morning, we're about, I don't know, 10 minutes into legal shooting light. This is a basin that elk just love to come and bed in, and stuff like this was a little bit of flat bedding area, but a lot of cover, a lot of juniper cover, some pinyon. And I mean, it's Arizona, so you know there's a 350-inch bull behind every rock. It's just... Reality being, if you see a 350-inch bull, count yourself lucky. More shots in a different location.
We basically had to intercept them as they were going to and from their beds. The country was thick, and we were hunting in the canyons part of Unit 9, and so it was a lot of glassing, try to see where you could locate them, intercept them between their bedding areas and their feeding areas. So you always got to be paying attention. And so it's really a game of patience here. If you just walk through the woods, you're going to bump them and not ever get a shot at them, so you really got to be able to see them before you can get to them.
You really have two options. Because we're in Arizona and it's arid, water is one option. And a lot of guys will go and sit these water ponds. Out here they call them tanks. Or you glass, you get out on ridges like this and you glass and you glass and you glass. And I prefer to do that because you're not fighting the crowds that you see at the water tanks. But if you can watch them and see where they go and what they do in the morning, you can be over there in the afternoon, so when they come out of their beds and start feeding, you're nearby and hopefully you'll get a shot at them. Expect to see a lot of time behind the glass on this hunt.
With hunting, you've always got to be flexible. But when the country's this thick and it's hard to see, one guess is as good as another.
lathered up yet. Even though right now we haven't really seen much for sign and much for elk, I'll be honest with you, when I bring someone along with me, I put so much pressure on myself because I know how badly they want to have success, and I want to see them have that success. So, and they all tell me, "Oh, Randy, don't stress about it." Well, I don't say I stress about it, but I really want it. There he is. Go right.
Yeah, I see him. Can't see his head though, it's behind the trees. There he is.
There he just came out from behind the tree. He's moving now. Now he's down just about in the bottom.
Right now it's not even sunrise and they're going to their beds. It's not a good sign. Not on the second day of a week-long hunt. I wouldn't shoot him here. I say that now. If he was within 200 yards, I'd probably be muscling Randy out of the way and say, "Hey, make up your mind."
Throughout my hunting career, as I've matured through the process, I decided I wanted to give back and became involved with lots of the conservation groups, RMEF included. My thought was to help ensure that there was going to be habitat and water and the opportunity for our kids, my 3 kids, to hunt into the future and enjoy as much as I do. I've been involved in everything from building water tanks, repairing or taking down fences, various transplants of different types of critters, several habitat improvement projects, and it's been real rewarding, and I've got to bring my kids along in some of those projects as well, and I think they learned and really appreciated that. So being a part of this conservation groups has been real important to me, and I think it's something that we all should contribute to where we can, when we can, to ensure that the future generations have all the opportunities that we do. I'm used to having the knowledge of what RMAF does, but I always appreciate it more when you get out and see on the ground what projects have been implemented. Particularly, we've seen the chick tanks here.
And this right here is one of those very obvious instances of your money going to work for wildlife. Here in Arizona, water's at a premium. All year round, water's at a premium. And what this is, it's a man-made water catchment where it catches water up on that big platform, holds it in tanks, feeds it out to this tank right here. And in addition to that, in this area of Arizona, the Elk Foundation and its partners help fund a project that takes wastewater from one of the local communities and pumps it out after it's been treated, brings it through pipelines to water catchments like this. And without water, all of this great habitat isn't great habitat. This is an example of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation doing its mission, fulfilling the work it's told you that we're going to do with your money. And if you look around the dirt here, this place is loaded with tracks. Well, this isn't just for elk. There's mule deer that come here and use this. There's all other sorts of wildlife that use this. Water is key. This is your money at work for elk and other wildlife. Now that we've given all the other hunters a fair shake, Randy, I say we get serious and start killing some stuff.
All right,
here.
do it.
We'll be packing elk in about 3 hours.
Public land access is real important to all, especially Western state hunters. I did live 5 years of my prehistoric life back in Alabama when I first graduated college, and the access there was miserable. You know, if you didn't have a hunting lease, there was only about half a dozen public management areas that you could hunt, and they were covered up with people, and you could hike across it in half a day. So it really, it's not like hunting out west. I mean, I couldn't hike the Coconino Rim here in a day. So Public land is extremely important to all types of hunting that we do.
I'm just gonna dart down here. I'll be back up here in 15 minutes.
Okay, I'll start over here and then we'll move down there. Big ball. He's gone. It was probably the biggest elk I've ever had my crosshairs on, but that's part of the play in this hunting game.
We'll probably just work our way down here a little further. Split up, each cover one side of the ridge. I think that big bull is right there. So I think you should go that way. And if you see him, don't worry about me. Shoot him.
Okay, well then. You can only see openings in a few spots, and a lot of times it all just depends on where you are on the ridge, and you have to find those opening spots, and then you can only see a small part of the opposing ridges. You really have to have a lot of patience. You have to be continually watching. You can't fall asleep and hope a bell will ring when an elk walks by. And so it's really a game of patience here. You really got to be able to see them before you can get to them, and then hopefully it all come together. There's a bull right there. Can't quite tell how big. Looks like he's working his way up. Waiting for the bull to step out from behind the brush. I got him.
I heard 2 shots, Randy.
Now he's laying down behind the trees back over there on the other ridge. Kind of where that dead tree is.
Yeah, he's just behind it. Congratulations, Randy.
Thanks, Randy. Really appreciate it.
Blown out knee, ACL, knee brace.
Yeah.
Not much slows you down.
Now we'll see. Well, we'll see how much slows me down when I start packing. A little concerned we weren't gonna be able to shoot an elk.
I just never tell guest hunters that. He's scheduled for surgery in 2 weeks. He refused to have surgery on his ACL that he ruined in August because of this elk hunt. That's what you call a hunter.
And now a successful hunter.
Man with a bum knee like you got, that is going to be a lot of work.
That's some chore.
Wow. I see some blood up there. He must have skidded down the hill a little, huh?
Yeah, that's where he was when we shot him.
Huh.
He turned around and fell down this way.
Boy, oh boy. Ugh. Wow.
I'll take him.
Look at that.
Yep. good 6 is what I was wanting.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
And to find a bull in Arizona that's not broken up,
Yeah.
that's actually unusual in a late
I
season.
know, I'd heard that, but a lot of the other bulls we've seen, I don't think have been too broken up.
Not too bad. This guy's in really good shape. Man, they got long main beams in Arizona.
Yeah, they do. Another adventure, and that's what I really enjoy about this. It's not going to be the animal on the wall per se, although when I do look at his antlers on the wall, I will remember this whole hunt.
One thing about it, I definitely gotta find a wide lane here, wherever I go.
Was the chance, the opportunity to come out and hunt the fabled Arizona Unit 9, and I really enjoyed it. And I couldn't have had a better camp host and partner on the hunt than Randy Newberg. All this elk meat's gonna come in handy for 3 teenagers in the house.
Tell your family I appreciate them sharing you over the Thanksgiving holidays.
Will do, although they'll appreciate all the elk meat I'm bringing back.
Cool. Well, drive careful.
All right,
And
take care and good luck on the rest of the hunt.
Yeah, I'll need all the luck I can get. Well, 1 down, 1 to go.
You know, a lot of people want to define a hunt as whether or not they're successful, whether or not they've punched a tag. And it's like I'm more interested in milking every day of the hunt than I am shooting something right away. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's that time every fall where the mountains call me. The public lands are here for me to shoulder my rifle, and I do strongly believe that hunting is conservation. Being out here, being part of this huge public landscape, chasing the public elk, that's stuff to me that is irreplaceable. You can't put a price on that. And the fact that every American has the opportunity to come and do it someplace, somehow, that's valuable. That is why I hunt. I hunt because I want to conserve these places. I want to make them better. And through all I do, through license fees, through excise taxes, through everything else, I'm a little part of helping that. And with my time and my donations, hopefully I can do even a bigger part towards that. And someday when I'm sitting on the front porch and I'm too old to go out and climb these mountains, I'm pretty sure I won't say, gee, I wish I wouldn't have hunted so much.